An orange sports car drifts, leaving tire marks and smoke on an asphalt surface, surrounded by orange traffic cones. The Southwest Wisconsin Technical College logo appears over the scene. A red van drives past, followed by a black SUV and a white police car with flashing lights on a rural road. On-screen text reads, "Criminal Justice Studies CJ Law Enforcement." Three students at a shooting range wear ear protection and safety glasses while firing handguns at paper targets. An instructor stands nearby, observing.
Fingers straight, tap, rack. Good. Nice job.
A student in gloves kneels beside a charred area on the grass, taking notes on a smartphone. The Southwest Wisconsin Technical College logo is in the bottom right corner.
We have the Criminal Justice Studies, and then we have Criminal Justice Law Enforcement.
Tom Crutchman, criminal justice instructor, speaks to the camera. Behind him, a sign reads, "Live fire beyond this point, eye and ear protection required." Students are visible in the background at a shooting range.
The Criminal Justice Law Enforcement is the program that probably most people think about, and that's actually where we have the Law Enforcement Academy in it.
A student places a yellow evidence marker with the letter J next to burnt debris in a grassy area. Several students walk towards a large red barn and a black silo in a rural setting.
And the thing is, when we talk about criminal justice as a career field, it's kind of like saying construction or business. It's a really diverse career field.
Inside a room with wood-paneled walls, two students use a measuring tape across a doorway, while a third student writes on a clipboard. The Southwest Wisconsin Technical College logo is in the bottom right corner.
Most people just think about law enforcement. Criminal justice is much broader than that.
Three students sit on a porch. One wears a hoodie with Southwest Tech Caps Community Action and Public Safety printed on the back. Two female students measure a door frame with a tape measure, while a third observes.
We have social workers, we have correctional officers, we have emergency telecommunicators, dispatchers, a lot of different options in the field.
A student's hands write on a baseline measurement log, crime scene/traffic crash, clipboard. A student in a uniform opens a door to a small cell where another student sits on a bunk bed. Two male students in uniform listen intently to a female instructor who gestures with her hands.
And CJ Studies is really designed for those individuals that are looking for corrections, maybe private security, maybe going on to the military, post-grad.
A female student staples a paper target to a whiteboard at the shooting range. A male student, wearing ear protection and safety glasses, aims and fires a handgun at a target.
But we also have an excellent transfer agreement with UW-Platteville now, where if you complete the CJ Studies program at Southwest Tech, you can directly transfer into the UW-Platteville Criminal Justice program, where you can pursue some of those other opportunities such as pre-law, maybe social work, criminal investigations.
Close-up of yellow evidence markers with letters G, X, and T placed around burnt debris on the ground. The college logo is visible. A female student in blue gloves takes a photo inside an open kitchen cabinet with her phone. Two students in gloves investigate a kitchen area. One kneels, examining something, while the other crouches near a doorframe. An instructor and a student in a white baseball cap examine burnt debris on the ground, with the instructor pointing at an item. Three students measure and take notes in a room. A close-up shows a student writing on a baseline measurement log clipboard.
So it's a pretty diverse opportunity.
Gary Roberts, criminal justice instructor, kneels with students around a burn pit, pointing at evidence. Other students observe and take notes.
Yeah, it looks like some burned clothing fibers over there.
Close-up of evidence markers, G, X, and Y, around burnt debris, with the instructor's finger pointing at a piece of bone-like material. The college logo is visible.
This almost looks like part of a jaw, mandibular bone here.
Tom Crutchman, criminal justice instructor, speaks to the camera with the shooting range in the background.
The training is very diverse. Every day is a little bit different.
Two students stand near a burn pit in a grassy field. One holds a spray can, and the other points into the distance.
We're a technical college, and I think being a technical college is unique and it's special because we focus on hands-on learning.
A female student in blue gloves collects evidence from the burn pit, placing it into a plastic bag. A group of students and instructors at the shooting range practice with rifles. Some fire, while others observe. The college logo is visible.
So as you can see, we're actually getting ready to do some firearm safety training and some marksmanship training today.
Two students in gloves examine the contents of a green trash bin inside an old, dilapidated building. Another student walks in the background.
So I would say less than 50% of the time in our program is actually spent sitting in the classroom, taking notes, looking at PowerPoints.
Yellow, crime scene, do not cross. Tape stretches across a grassy field. A black police SUV navigates a driving course marked by orange traffic cones. Another police vehicle follows.
We're usually every day out and about, either on a driving track, on a firearms range, in the gym, a lot of different hands-on activities, and that's what's really unique about this program.
Students and instructors walk towards targets at a shooting range. Rifles and handguns are laid out on a table in the foreground. 3 students stand around a burn pit in a grassy field, discussing the scene. One holds a radio.
Some students are very interested in criminal investigations, and they enjoy evidence packaging and conducting measurements and interviews, interrogations.
A student in blue gloves writes on an evidence bag with a marker. The college logo is visible. 3 female students measure a hallway with a tape measure, while 2 write on clipboards. One smiles brightly. An instructor sits at a table with 2 students who are taking notes on tablets or clipboards. A black police SUV with flashing lights and a red van are parked on the side of a road. A person in uniform stands near the SUV.
Other students are very interested in the patrol side of things, so they like stopping vehicles.
Students and instructors at the shooting range fire handguns at targets. One student wears a jacket with Fenimore EMS on the back.
I would say the most interesting thing across the board really is the hands-on aspect, the actual practical application of the skills.
Tom Kretschmann, criminal justice instructor, speaks to the camera at the shooting range.
So which skills they like, that kind of depends on the student, because we're all a little bit different.
An instructor in a safety vest and a student in a baseball cap and gloves lean on a brick wall, reviewing documents.
She also did mention something about a girlfriend or ex-girlfriend named Kay Woodkey. And that's all we have other than just that she's really upset, wondering what you're doing to find him.
The orange sports car drifts again, surrounded by smoke and tire marks. The Southwest Wisconsin Technical College logo appears, then fades as the car drives away.